Denver 7 Now is sponsored by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Shannon Ogden with your Denver 7 Now update. Let's kick things off with news from the First Alert Weather Center. Mike.
We have another storm coming our way. Mostly clear skies will give way to increasing clouds tonight, with snow developing in the mountains around midnight and on the northeast plains by morning as a strong cold front moves in. How cold? The morning low, 1 above 0 at Laramie, 5 at Cheyenne, 12 in Denver. We'll start out with snow and cold on the northern plains, some slick roads over the metro, heavy snow in the mountains. It increases by midday as that front races southward, and the heaviest snow comes in late in the day Tuesday and Tuesday night, when we could be seeing 6 to 12 inches of snow. Very cold conditions, too. Highs only in the teens over northern Colorado, single digits up in Wyoming. And look at the cold that comes in. We drop to 5 by Wednesday morning, flurries and cold, a high of 20, 2 below 0 for Halloween morning, and then 35 in the afternoon. Then finally the freeze will ease, getting back into the 40s Friday, 50s over the weekend, and maybe 60 by next Monday.
All right, thank you, Mike. Jury selection is now underway, and it could last into Wednesday in the murder trial of Patrick Frazee. And in spite of the snow, 85 potential jurors showed up at the Teller County Courthouse today. Frazee is accused of murdering Kelsey Barrett, his former fiancée and mother of his child. Barrett's body has never been recovered. This trial should last a few weeks. Well, we're hoping to get some clarity Monday into why the Arvada fire chief and his wife were pushed out. A spokesperson tells us that Chief John Greer retired, Lori Greer, and a county clerk resigned. Well, the two, though, had been on leave since August over still undisclosed allegations. The board of directors is meeting right now to discuss what happened and what will happen next. We'll be listening, and we'll keep you posted. Colorado's investigation into sexual abuse within the Catholic Church was notable for what it left out as what it included. Now, as we reported last week, 97 of the 166 victims were sexually abused by priests who were already known to be or believed to be predators. And the report names all the priests, but does not say who helped cover up their crimes. And that has a victims advocacy group calling for Colorado to change its law on the statute of limitations. That would then allow more victims to come forward and use the power of the court system to investigate these crimes. He was a comeback kid. He was the architect of The Drive. For 16 years, you always felt like he had a chance with John Elway under center. But these days, some fans are starting to question whether the Broncos stand a chance with Elway no longer playing but calling the shots. You can feel their frustrations on any given Sunday. And the team's play calling has ventured between ultra-conservative to downright confusing. So tonight, Denver 7's Jennifer Kovaleski is going 360 on this indefinite rebuilding period and whether John Elway is the one who should be leading it.
The 2-6 Denver Broncos can't seem to figure out how to win a game.
It's good, and the Bears win it!
But they masterfully snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
And the Jaguars beat the Broncos, handing Denver its 8th consecutive loss.
Sunday's devastating loss in the last 2 minutes against the Colts was no different. For the third time, a late field goal cost the Broncos the game.
51 yards away, the Colts take the lead.
The decision to run the ball on 3rd and 5 and not go for it on 4th down led unanimated Joe Flacco to come as unglued as we've ever seen him.
Well, I mean, come on. I just look at it like we're now a 2-6 football team, and we're like afraid to go for it in a 2-minute drill, you know?
Even his old teammate, Torrey Smith, tweeted, "This is Joe's version of being pissed."
So you're just putting your defense in these bad situations, and I just felt like, what do we have to lose? Like, why can't we be aggressive in some of these situations?
So we're going deep for a 360 view on how the Broncos are fumbling and where the troubled franchise goes from here. Starting with our Broncos voicemail hotline.
Thanks for calling our Denver 7 Broncos voicemail hotline,
where fans shared Flacco's frustration.
I don't even tell people I'm from Denver. I am so embarrassed with the Broncos.
What's wrong with the offensive coordinator? He's not making the right calls, and that's what I got to say. Bye.
Broncos Nation also let the team have it.
Denver Broncos specialize in creative losing.
They need to just sit on the sidelines and just forfeit every game because they're not going to win.
For the first time, Denver's beloved former quarterback and current GM, John Elway, is also taking heat.
Are we ready to talk about the elephant in the room, which is John Elway needs to go?
They need to get that Flacco out of here. He is no good. Really? Really, Elway? Really? Maybe Elway should go with him.
Please,
please hire Peyton Manning. Please get rid of Elway.
Here's where we need to bring in Denver 7 Broncos insider Troy Renck for perspective.
It's not good. They're 14-26 over their last 40 games. That matches their worst stretch since 1970.
Renck says the Broncos are a team in transition with a lot of young talent. As for Flacco's outburst,
I reached his flashpoint, had enough. Felt the play calling was a little unfair to the offense and the defense.
Renck also says more and more fans are starting to point the blame at Elway.
You're on your sixth quarterback since Peyton Manning, your sixth starter. You're on your third head coach. It's forced fans to say, hey, is he the right guy selecting players? Could there be a scenario where he just becomes the president?
Renck says he doesn't rule anything out, but Elway still has 2 more years on his contract. If Broncos country really wants Elway out, he says fans do have the ultimate power.
The only time they've ever made a statement is when they don't go to the games. That does send a message. When Josh McDaniels got fired the game before, there's like 15, 18,000 no-shows.
Jennifer Kovaleski, Denver 7.
Wow. All right, it's your turn. What do you think? Does Elway still have that comeback kid magic in him? Or is it time to go in another direction? Please sound off on our Facebook page, or if you prefer, email us at 360@thedenverchannel.com. And thanks very much for watching this Denver 7 Now update. And make sure to download the Denver 7 app for your smartphone to get breaking news and alerts around the clock. I'm Shannon Ogden.